The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Let's close out the weekend with what should be a good one on Monday Night Primetime between the Green Bay Packers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Four quarters between one of these teams and a spot in the Super Bowl. The NFC Championship is underway. He's brought down just inside the 25. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Love throwing to start us off. Finds him over the middle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Ready? From the pistol, here's Love. Cut down the field, Golden. And he doesn't get the chance to add on to that play, but this still has him across the midfield stripe all the way down to the opposing 42. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Ready, break. Ready?
Here's Love. Dumps it off to his running back. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Shotgun now for Love. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So now they have 3rd and short. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
He's got it complete to Reed. And he can't get there, but what a gain. Down to the goal line, he's pushed out just a couple yards short. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him a first on 4th down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
They have it 1st and goal, an early lead available here in the postseason. From the red zone on 1st. And he scores. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers finish up an excellent opening series. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. On is Jude McAtomney now for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Packers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And this gets out to the 30 before he stops. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. They go play fake with Hurts. Flushed out of the pocket. Here we go. Right away, we've got a loose ball. And the Packers secure it. Not much added after the recovery, partner, so that is where they'll take possession from the fumble. Did not want to start like that. They get their shot to show what they can do, and they cough it up immediately, and they're off the field in one play.
Did you see what I saw there, Kate? I think I saw the excitement leave their body as somebody else was on top of that fumble. If you're the type to believe in omens, this is a very worrying start to this game.
Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
They're on the tackle, the rookie out of Auburn.
You know, games that seem a little tougher to get against the front, gosh, this QB just makes routine. Such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. He gets him the first inside the 15. And he's taken down just in time at the 2. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Just a yard, so now it's 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Options are open here, and this is 2nd and inches. Love from the gun. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers take a 13-0 lead. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Brings in the kick at the 9. Making some progress here. And a great run back has the offense just a touch shy of midfield to start this drive.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
This is complete. Downfield to Smith. And they make the tackle at the 38. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. They run it with Saquon Barkley. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Some really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. Running in the red zone. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Love. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Love out of the shotgun. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jahan Campbell makes the play. And the Eagles are going to get the football inside the enemy 40. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed, and someone was there to make a play on it.
Now, what you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. They go to Barkley again. And dodge the tackle. And this certainly makes the third down easier. Nearly avoided it altogether. Gain of 10 right up near that marker now.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
One yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Here's another carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
From the gun, it's a give to Bigsby. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles parlay the interception into points. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's a return from the 7. And he was pushing for midfield there before they finally dragged him down at the 45. We're 1 quarter into deciding who's going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll return to the link right after this. Time for our 2nd quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They'll get to work here, 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And he's going to go down right along midfield stripe.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. He'll have it down to the 44-yard line. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Thrown on first down. Love. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Now, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
Throwing his love on 3rd. To the left, that's pulled in by Golden. They drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Love with it on first down. That one's complete over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends would get you.
Here we go, set. Black.
From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And they're going to have first and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
Okay, ready?
Breaking the huddle, here's first and goal. Quick throw out wide by Love. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers take a second quarter lead. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. First call here coming from the shotgun. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Toss play to Barkley. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
They go play action. Here's Hurts. Bails out of the pocket quick. Catch is made down the right sideline. He has room past the 25. And he will get it down to the 16-yard line.
I can guarantee you that's going to be Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
On second down, here's Barkley. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
And he takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's third down. And dose of the hurry up here. On third down, it's Hurts. Finds Barkley underneath. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
So on fourth down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. In his 11th year, still knocking him through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You know, you look at that third down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
Love now, off the play action. Vacates quickly left side. This one taken in by Kraft. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on first down.
Dude, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. That both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, hope we have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
Brought in by his back. It's Jacobs. And he has them a first down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning.
Come on, set, ready.
They go counter. It's Jacobs. And he's bottled up the line on the final play before the 2-minute warning. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. There's Love to throw. And he will have them a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers grow their lead just before halftime. Quite the strike to his tight end, and the patience he showed waiting for that to break open. That was awesome, and it's rewarded with 6.
You know, it should be simple, Kate, right? In philosophy, it should be simple. Just plaster that big guy. Throw bodies at him in coverage, but stopping the tight end near the end zone is anything but simple with how deceptively good they are as route runners and finding that football when it arrives.
His return starts at the 5. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. New set of downs for him from the 31. First down, a run with Barkley. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. Going to the ground again on first. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He just got ready to block, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
Hurts now from the gun. Caught, nice gain left side. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. He's stopped just before he can move those chains. That brings up 4th and short. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
I think sometimes you hear 4th and 2 and it sounds like it's short. But what if I said 4th and 6 feet? That's a little bit more, and it takes a surge just like that to get it done.
First and 10. Here's Hurts. Escapes the pocket. He's going to let this go. Down the right side of the field. He's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles make it a one-score game before halftime. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. Wow, just perfect execution there, Brock. Nailing the fade for 6.
Yeah, and when it comes to the fade route, it really is all about timing. As you said, the execution of it. You have to have the matchup first, but then you need to go connect. A great play.
Oh, it's a favorite of NFL teams and armchair quarterbacks alike, partner. The quick slant. It is so tough to defend that close to the goal line, and this time it works for two.
It sure is. It's one of those plays that I think Bart Starr was running in the 60s, that slant route. When you incorporate it with the threat of a fade as well, that's when it becomes so effective. But you get inside that DB, you show the quarterback your numbers, and it's almost automatic for a two-point conversion.
We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half. First down throw. Here's Love. They're setting up the screen. It's Reed. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. The Packers take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
So critical, Kate, on those receiver screens to get that ball out with great precision. You don't want that receiver thinking about anything but navigating the blocks in front of him. That's well done by everybody.
Okay, ready?
Here's first and 10 from the 47.
Ready. Let's go. Ready.
Shotgun now for Love. Golden there to grab it. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's its second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4.
Let's go. Cross it. 6. Red 38. Hut.
Here's Love. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. That's a pickup of 9. And it'll give the Packers the first.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Wow, they must really trust in this guy's range. He's out for what would be a very long field goal. You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. This will not connect. Not enough leg and too far left as well. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Trophy awaits one of these teams, partner. Just a half to go as we're off in the 3rd quarter. Starting from the 5. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. Eagles getting ready. Here comes first and 10. Third quarter is going to start with a run by Barkley. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
Play action. Hurts has it. Buying some time right. Complete to his back. David Bigsby. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, it's a difficult on the defense.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking for Dallas Goedert there. And it's going to be second down. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Former first-rounder Devin Bush making the play. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Hurts with it on 3rd and short. And he's caught. He's got Brown. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Barkley trying this up the gut. Bounces this outside, winds up with a nice chunk of yards there as a result. It's 2nd down.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
And he scores. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take the lead right away in half number 2. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles take a 4-point lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And they've got a long field ahead, Brock. They got to him early, and they laid a big hit on him. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
To the air with Love. Has a man downfield. This is Washington. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40.
Ready, ready. 33, yellow.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Back to the air, Love. He's going to loft one deep to the left. That's caught at the 25. And they are all the way into that red zone.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Tricks away from one. And that is exactly what you're looking for on a first down run. He picked up 7.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet. But let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Let's go now.
Now put one of the tight ends in motion. Handoff here to Jacobs. And he's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete. Here in the 3rd quarter, he gets a chance to make up for the miss on his first attempt of the game. This time, he is totally dialed in, and he gets this one to count.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Return coming from the 6. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. That was Micah Parsons making that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. They give up the guts of Bigsby. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
63.
To the air on 3rd and long. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. There it goes. Pick 6. Touchdown, Green Bay. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make...
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked up by Nakobe Dean. Quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Tank Bigsby here with the return. He stopped on the run back of the 27. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Now we give left side to Bigsby. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down. They run it again with Bigsby. No question he won that exchange, Brock. He hits for 8 on 1st down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Again, it's Bigsby. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do.
And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take the lead as Todd runs out here in the 3rd.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards. But the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Quay Walker in to pick it off. The 50. He's at the 30. And that is 2 points the other way as he takes the pick the entire way back. Just a quarter left before one of these teams punches its ticket to the Super Bowl. And when we resume play, it'll be with a kickoff. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Returning it from the 4. He goes out of bounds on the return. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Jacobs gets it to start the drive. Nearly starts the drive with the 1st down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
He's going deep. And that's sent to the ground by a defender and incomplete. Would have been one for the highlight reel, but instead, they're facing third down.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Cling to that lead and find a way to convert this third down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
3rd and 1 now. Love dumps it off to his running back. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up.
Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Starts his return from the 23. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun give now to Bigsby. And he's charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Throwing the out route complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway, but he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
3rd and 1. Here's Hurts. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended target. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short. Just about a yard to the marker, so they're going to take the risk and go for this. Desperation time here on 4th. He completes it in traffic. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. A close call that time, Brock, whether that was interference or not, but it doesn't end up mattering as the catch was made and the penalty was declined.
Yeah, I don't envy these officials, these back judges, side judges who typically make those interference calls. There's so much contact in this game, but to your point, it didn't really matter as the offense decides to decline.
Got a good handful there as it brings up 2nd down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
A play fake now Hurts to throw. Headed out right. This is complete. Downfield to Smith. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30. You're right at the 31. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. New set of downs for him from the 31. From the pistol, Hurts. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And the 2nd down run produces 7 before they bring him down. Offense in a hurry up here. Barkley gets it on 3rd down. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense that just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Here's another carry for Barkley. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. Now a pause to attend to an injured player, and this is a worrying sight. It is Saquon Barkley who is hurt on the play. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Good running here on 1st down as he works his way forward for about 8.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. This one's caught. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. The Packers take their 1st time out. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play 1st and goal situations too, because a run like that now will lead them.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Eagles take a 4th quarter lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Offense to the line. Trips left. Here comes 1st and 10. From the pistol, here's Love. Has him on the quick hitter. And he is persuaded to go out of bounds just as he gets this up past the 30-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and 10 from the 32. Love from the gun. Risky throw, and it's intercepted. And this is going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Philadelphia. You get a pick 6. You get a pick 6. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
Highlight? You're going to call a pick 6 and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Has this at the 6. And he's out of bounds, approaching the 25. Couple yards short at the 23. All right, working from the gun to Suggs. 1st and 10. Love back to it after the pick. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Eagles will get the football right at that 25-yard line following the interception. Well, no matter the outcome today, partner, I think we can all agree it's been very exciting watching him throw the ball. He's found the end zone 4 times, but he's now given it away 3 times as well.
Yeah, if he were a golfer, his scorecard would be fascinating because a bunch of birdies, but these bogeys and double bogeys he's got to eliminate. It's really been high risk, high reward through the air. And you never want to slow a quarterback down in that production he's found with his aggressiveness, but you've also got to find a way to turn that governor on, take a little less risk, and take care of that football.
Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. Now, before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
There's a dive up the middle. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into first and goal.
Kid, it really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number one, got to control that nose tackle. Number two, you got to get people to the second level. That was teaching tape.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10. Back-to-back carries here. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal. So after the 2-minute warning, another stoppage here. The defense is calling time. 1:55 to go. They give it to him again. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Eagles make it a 3-score game in the fourth. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party to get involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Fields this one at the 3. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. Green Bay offense to the line now. First and 10. Not deterred by that pitch. He's throwing again. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
Oh, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
Escapes the pocket. And he's tackled after a nice pickup, but we've got a flag down. This could wipe that play away. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. The work doubly is difficult now after that holding call. It's second and 20. Love out of the shotgun. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. Got some daylight through the 40. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. Up in the pace here as the clock continues to run. Love now on first and 10. Trying to push deep downfield. It's grabbed inside the 30. And he has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done. Working quickly here. Once more, it's Love. And he scores. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers get it back to within 2 possessions.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
So Love brings his Packers to the line. They're going for 2. All right, they're going to throw for it. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted.
Those defenders, they're just as excited as the fans when the offense signals they're going for 2. It's a chance to directly keep points off the board and really show some of that swagger that good defenses have.
And they can't keep that one in bounds. Oh, so that should extinguish the last glimmer of hope of a potential comeback. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. It's a design look for Hurts. So beneath the